Have you ever finished a match and thought to yourself that everything that could have went wrong, and I could not adjust to what my opponent was doing? It's probably because you have no idea how to adjust to what your opponent is doing, or even see what's going on. But that's what we're going to go ahead and talk about today. Hey everyone, this is Chris Chaos coming at you with a different type of video this time around, where we're going to have a bit more of a discussion about strategy. This type of video is going to be more focused for the intermediate player who are kind of having issues with adaptation, especially in the middle of matches. But this will also help the beginner player get a grasp of what's to come so that they can prepare better for when they come to this wall. Well, you're probably wondering, hey, this is a good idea and all, but I don't have any idea on where to start on building up this strategy. Well, the simple thing to go about that is to make some ground rules that you can abide by that will help you get information to adjust to your opponent. Now, everyone has different ways of building a strategy to adjust to their opponent. What worked for me over the years is having 3 rules of engagement. What are those 3 rules? Let's talk about it right now. So the first and most basic rule is to not run at your opponent blindly. If you find yourself in a situation where you're approaching your opponent, but you're constantly getting hit before you can even get an interaction out, or you're getting counter hit and broach, you're more than likely just running into a space where they are constantly checking you. So hit the brakes and slow it down a bit, survey the situation, and make your adjustments from there. Rule number 2, pay attention to your opponent's responses. Seeing how your opponent wants to hit you or where they don't want you is key information on how you should approach your opponent. That way you can know where you want to be to make them uncomfortable or where to avoid so that they don't get their game plan started easily. Finally, rule number 3, check the resources. Having that information can give you a rough idea of what the opponent can do so that you can work around planning for it and make your adjustments and be ready there. That's not just the meter, that's also the health bar, the timer, or a special gauge if the character has it. Yeah, I'm looking at you, little Eddie. Don't think you hide away from me. No. We're not playing that type of game. I see you. Now that we've established the ground rules, let's go ahead and take action on it now. First things first, get out of that lobby. I know you want that run back right now. I know you do. However, going in blindly is never the answer. Step out of there. Pull yourself back, let's look at what happened on the tapes. So upon reviewing the footage, I came to an understanding that I was breaking both Rule 1 and Rule 2. I was running at my opponent way too aggressively and not paying attention to what they were looking for. Because of that led to my loss, and I had to accept that. Now that we've come to an understanding that we broke Rule 1 and Rule 2, we now have to come to an understanding that it is our responsibility to make a game plan so that we don't break those rules, so that we can be prepared to make proper responses for the situations that occur. And in order for us to do that, we have to go into training mode.
Oh my god, bro.
Hey, listen, I know I just said the big T word, and I'm sorry. But let's just be honest with ourselves. We have to do this in order for us to apply our solutions to the problem. Be honest with yourself. Would you trust the firefighter who on the first day got told what to do and on that same day was told to go take out a fire? Or would you trust the firefighter who had been training for weeks, taking their time, and learning how to go about things and understanding the consequences of their decisions? I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards the latter if you ask me. In the set, I came to realize that the party starters that were really getting things going favorably for them were 5H and 2S. I had to make a game plan to avoid those buttons, mainly 5H. I was kind of getting called out for it. We're using my // and my 2S too preemptively. So we had to adjust to make sure that I went and used them upon reaction, and I stayed in a specific space behind the timer so that if she tried to air dash out, or if she tried to use a dolphin to get out or force offense, I can properly respond. But it's not just that alone. Along with having a strategy, we have to understand the rules to maintain that strategy. Key thing is, don't run at the opponent blindly. We did that the last time, that's why we got cooked. Also, make sure we maintain a space where we can respond to things properly, and keep Mei in a box. We already know what she can do when she wilds out or gets too close, so we want to avoid that situation from occurring as much as possible. Another key part in our battle objectives should be to air with light buttons. Jump P, Jump K. Using Jump S and Jump Heavy in the air-to-air situation versus Mei was not working and causing way too many bad things to happen. So if we're going to go air-to-air with her, we need to either commit to using lighter buttons, or if we're too far out, not press. Now the key thing is to understand that these type of strategies and building blocks take time to develop. So just because you went on ahead and went to the lab to do them, doesn't mean you'll be able to immediately respond properly in the set. That takes time and experience. So just because it didn't work the first time, doesn't mean it doesn't work at all. It's all about refining the strategy into your game and making adjustments as situations occur. Even so, we are more prepared now than we were the last time. So, in the case of a situation where we were running into the same problem, or hey, well then, we just ran into the same player we lost to half an hour ago. Let's try to implement our game plan this time and see what happens. Shit. Because the button's coming.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
That's unfortunate. And I just died. That's crazy. I just lost a lot of life there. Okay. I thought they were going to do something. Maybe running at them. What the heck? Yeah, I just can't pelt this character with buttons. I have to punish them on approaches. Yeah, I have to punish him on approaches. I have to stay behind the timer.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh my god, why? Why? And you're still going. Wow. Asshole, now I know the type of game we playing. Yeah, I can't air throw this. I have to jump at her with buttons. That's crazy.
Let's rock. Perfect. Duel 1. Let's rock.
That's unfortunate. Yep. They have to get hits.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Okay.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Holy get the f out of here. Get out of here. So in the end, we were able to turn around a 3-0 that went favorably for our opponent into a 3-0 favorable for us. We watched our videos, we were able to establish a game plan and what went wrong, and we were able to execute it as well. This does take a little bit of time to go ahead and implement, so if things don't work out favorably for you right out the gate, try again. It's all about refining, like we said before. I've had a lot of experience in doing this over years, so it's a lot easier for me to make those adjustments. And with that, that's going to go ahead and be the end of our strategy discussion of the 3 rules of engagement. I hope you all got a lot of what I was trying to implement and also discuss with you all, as it was a big help for me over the years, and I hope that this information will be helpful for you in how you go about building your own strategies to go ahead and make adjustments on the fly in the matches that you're having. And if you like content like this and you want me to go ahead and move forward with such discussions and ideas like this, please let me know in the comment section below. Have that discussion with me, let's talk about it. I'll gladly make more videos like this. With that being the case, I'm out. Peace.